You know, you think you do something so many times. You think I can do that anytime. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes you mess that up. But there's always second chances, right? I guess not always, but in general, we're probably focusing on what we do wrong far too often and assume that it'll never work out again. I've got to get out of here. I'm just a silly. I'm doing nothing that I set out to do. There was my murderer, the one with the glowing eyes. Checked my horoscope today because it came up in a thing I was working on, and I like to check my horoscope from time to time and consider what it has to say and dismiss it. Then kind of wonder about that thing all day. Just kind of a little funsy for myself. I like that one told me that today was my day for creative endeavor, and another one said that I should not, might have a drive to do something creative, but that I should stay home, take a day off. And I really kind of enjoyed how contradictory they were, but seemed to be from a similar place, and it's made me realize that it's probably very difficult to be like a weatherman. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to say that horoscopes are realistic in any way, because that's not what I believe, and I do genuinely feel bad for people who actually use them for advice. Though, on the other hand, the advice that they always give seems like a positive thing. So, it's no worse than any other stranger might be able to give you without knowing your story whatsoever. So that's something. But I know that whatever it is they're doing is supposedly based on the stars, so I'm imagining that somewhere every astrologer is looking at something that provides information, and they're all looking at the same one or close to the same one. And yet at the same time, they can't seem to predict whether or not it's gonna rain. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like, yeah, we got that weather pattern wrong. Our bad. Turns out, low pressure then blew over, and you should have had that romantic encounter. You know, like, this turns a real nightmare for me. All these students. Former students, I guess. And I meant because they graduated. God. But yeah, so that's how I whiled away my hours this morning, was reading 2 horoscopes and then thinking about it. So, probably in many ways it worked.